What's up, everybody? So I'm gonna try to make this quick. I don't have a lot of time. I want to run through this and try to do this review as much justice as I can because this movie was dope. This was a good ass movie. It was freaking hilarious. Um, th- this was an action comedy. Okay, so if you're going into this thinking that it's gonna be serious or it's going to be like a whole different movie than the first Suicide Squad, which it is, but it still has that like goofy um, jokes being made, one liners type of thing going on in it. And I'm looking over here because I legit had to pull this up because when I did this review, I didn't want to leave anybody out. There's so many people in this movie that deserve credit, including somebody that nobody's talked about even though he had a short part in the movie, mostly in the beginning. Michael Rooker played Savant. And if you don't know who Michael Rooker is, Michael Rooker, that is the guy who played Yondu in Guardians. So fitting, isn't it, that he's in another James Gunn movie? Oh, it's so, dude, this movie was so good. And when I say so good because I've seen a couple of negative reviews about it, and some people don't like it. Now, here's the thing: you you have to watch this movie and know that it's just going to be completely ridiculous, goofy, over the top. And here's something that I wasn't ready for: the violence in this movie and the gore. If that's something that, like, if you're like a big if you're into like violence, gore, you like heads getting chopped off and all that good stuff. There's so much of that in this movie, and I mean, it's like a lot more mature than I thought it was gonna be. You had a scene where they killed somebody, and dude was outside, and his dong was out. I mean, like they just didn't give a shit in this movie, and I thought that was so cool because um, it's a very dark type of movie. Uh, the way they kill so many people off, I don't want to give anything away, but in the beginning a lot of people like get killed off. And so there's two teams that are sent in on a mission, and the first team is pretty much like saved for a few people that made it annihilated. And it was kind of a weird twist because you're not expecting that. I was like, wow, I didn't know Michael Rooker was in it. Pete Davidson is in it. Uh, and the Weasel that you see in the in the previews is played by Sean Gunn, who, if you remember, Sean Gunn was also in Guardians 2. I'm not sure if he was in Guardians 1. But oh my god, was this movie just completely insane and over the top, like in every way. Margot Robbie was sensational. This was probably, in my opinion, this was like her best. The where she's playing Harley Quinn. This is her best movie yet. She kicks so much ass in this movie. John Cena too, as Peacemaker, and Idris Elba as Bloodsport. Just so much action, so much interaction between the characters. Like I said, cracking jokes, the punchlines, and though I think that that's necessary for something like this because, like I said, it was a very dark movie, and like the killing and people's heads getting chopped and people getting ripped in half, and like you had King Shark eating people and chewing their heads off, and like they show everything. And if it didn't have that comedic edge to everything, it would have really kind of been disturbing in a way, as this is like a now we know DC's a lot like more edgy and darker than the MCU. But I think they really needed that in this to make it lighter, because my God, I'm watching these scenes and I'm like, holy crap, dude. To me, it's awesome, but like if you have a weak stomach, I'm just letting you know, like they go all in. I feel like that definitely had a lot to do with not only James Gunn, but I could see a lot of Zack Snyder in this movie too. Especially in parts of the movie where you see like a transition from one scene to the next, and there's like that what he did with Justice League, where he says like they'll put something on the screen like Harley Quinn or something. They'll write it out, and then they'll go to a scene with Harley Quinn or whatever it is. That transition where they write something out on the screen to like bring you from one scene to the next. That's very Zack Snyder like. But I had a really good time with this movie. I was laughing my ass off watching this. The action is just crazy. The comedy, it all fits very well. So much so that I didn't even care that it was completely ridiculous and mostly a comedy. Like you're gonna laugh at this. Harley Quinn is just so classic, dude. But I don't really have anything negative to say about it, because if I start saying negative things, I'm gonna probably trash the whole movie, because it was goofy. You know what I mean? It was a Suicide Squad movie. It was goofy, but much better than the first one. So I got a hair in my mouth. If you guys, if you guys are wondering and hoping that it was better than the first one, for sure, absolutely. You don't get to see Starro to the end of the movie for a reason, and I think they did that very well too. There was some interesting characters in this, like as far as the heroes go. I mean, technically they're bad guys, but they're called upon to do something heroic. And John Cena, there's a little twist to his character. I don't want to say too much and give things away, but it was really good to me. I give it a I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. I had a really good time with this. Like I said, keep in mind that it's total like anarchy and over the top people getting chopped up and just like I wasn't expecting this. It was very very like violent compared to the first one, which I like I said, but again, just kind of took me by surprise. But you guys should definitely check it out. It was worth it. If somebody I know hadn't seen it, and a lot of people I know haven't seen it, but also a lot of people I know that I told that I've seen it too, they're like, oh no, I don't want to watch it. Blah blah blah. I said, give it a chance. It's actually like really good. But if they wanted to watch it with me, I would watch it again. It to me, it was that good. It was that entertaining. At least I would watch it to see like their reaction, to see how like they felt about certain scenes that I like fell over laughing at. But yeah, yeah, it was good. Oh, and there's a post credit scene that is setting up something, and that's pretty much all I can say about that. Somebody said they saw two post credit scenes, but I didn't. I saw one, and it's like at the end. So like you have to wait till like all the credits are have gone by. But yeah, so that it's definitely setting up for something. But like I said, 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was really good. Uh, Let me know what you guys think if you've seen it, what your favorite parts of the movie were. If you didn't like it, leave your comments below. Just let me know what you thought overall. I enjoyed it. But I'm going to get out of here, you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.